Hello, children, and all the parents watching this video, and hope you all are safe at home. So, today I will be teaching you social science of grade 7. Today I will explain you the previous chapter, the environment, a very easy and simple manner.
Let's begin. Chapter 1 Environment. After the long vacation, when Ravi started going to school again, he noticed that the only playground next to his school was dug up. People said that a huge building with many flats will be constructed there. So, where there was a playground, now there will be building for the people to live. Ravi was almost in tears when he realized that the big ground with its soft grass, marigolds and butterflies is gone forever. He shared his feelings with his classmates. In the assembly, the principal too sadly observed, "See how our environment is changing." So, by the speech of that principal, whatever he said, and he told the students that, "See how our environment is changing from playground to a building." In the class, Ravi asked his teacher, "What is environment?"
The teacher told the place, people, things, and nature that surround any living organism is called environment.
In the class, Ravi asked his teacher, "What is environment, sir?" Then his teacher replied, "Whatever you see in your surroundings is called environment." So, here the definition is also given that the environment is our basic life support system. It provides us the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land where we live. How do human beings modify this natural environment? The car fumes pollute the air. Water is collected in a pot. Food is served in a vessels, and the land is used to build factories. Human beings make cars, mills, factories, and manufacture containers. This is how human beings modify natural environment. So, by this we can say that, in other words, we can say that environment refers to those surroundings that surrounds human beings from all sides and affect their lives. Lives. Environment plays predominant role in the life cycle of human beings, as human life is highly dependent on environment. So, Ravi thought aloud. That means the school building, tables, chairs in the classroom, even that open field, the roads, the garbage, my friends too, all are the part of our environment. Then his teacher replied, "Yes, but wait, beta, some objects are created by nature." He told his students that there are some difference, that some objects are created by nature and some objects are created by man. For example, the mountains, rivers, trees, animals, and others, they all are created by nature. Okay, and for example, road, cars, buildings, or parks, or we can say so many objects are there, books. These things are created by men. So, in this way, we can say that the environment comprises the natural and human made phenomena. Natural phenomena is divided into four parts, four domain. First is lithosphere, that is refers to land, hydrosphere, that refers to water, atmosphere, that refers to air, and biosphere, this refers to living things. Now second, we have a human-made environment comprises the building, parks, bridges, roads, monuments, and industries. Okay, so we can say that the human-made environment is an environment that has modified by a man according to their need and comfort. Okay, here we have human, that is individual as well, family, community, religion, educational, economic, or political situation. Okay, so we are therefore modifying and at times even destroying our natural surroundings. The teacher replied. What the teacher replied? That day by day the man is increasing his innovation, yes, the technology, and for their comfort and for their need, they are destroying our nature and surroundings. From the above conversation, you understand that the place, people, things, and nature that surround any living organism is called environment. It is a combination of natural and human-made phenomena. While the natural environment refers to both biotic and abiotic condition existing on the earth. See, before knowing to biotic and abiotic, we will understand this natural and human-made phenomena. So here we have a biotic and abiotic environment. So the biotic environment refers to the world of living organism, for example, plants and animals, and abiotic environment, the world of non-living elements, for example, land. So the biotic and abiotic conditions are necessary for existing the life of a human being, and human environment reveals the activities, creation, and interactions among the human beings. Let's talk about natural environment. Land, water, air, plants, and animals comprise the natural environment. You are familiar with the meaning of lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. From your previous class, let us learn some more facts about this domain. See, students, first, as I have told you, that lithosphere that refers to land, hydrosphere that refers to water, atmosphere that refers to air, and biosphere that refers to living being. So we can say everything that is not man-made comes under natural environment. Okay, so
Let's talk about lithosphere. Lithosphere is a solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals and covered with a thin layer of soil. It is an irregular surface with various landforms such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Landforms are found over the continents and also on the ocean floors. The fact is that we are living on it. The movement of the large pieces of the lithosphere accounts for the global locations of volcanoes, earthquakes and mountain range. Our next topic is hydrosphere. The domain of water is referred to as hydrosphere. It comprises various sources of water and different types of water bodies like rivers, lakes, seas, ocean, etc. It is essential for all living organisms. So, hydrosphere that comprises various sources of water and different type of water bodies. Okay, so the realms of water including groundwater is extremely essential for the survival of all forms of life on the earth. So water is very important for us to live. Without water, there is no life. We have the third domain, the atmosphere. The atmosphere is a thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around it. Atmosphere is the layer of gases surrounding a planet or other celestial body. Earth's atmosphere is composed of about 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and 1% of other gases. It protects us from the harmful rays and scorching heat of the sun. The atmosphere protects our lives on earth by absorbing ultraviolet rays from the sun. Okay, it consists of number of gases, dust and water vapor. The changes in the atmosphere produce changes in the weather and climate. Now, the last, biosphere. Plant and animals kingdom together make biosphere or the living world. It is a narrow zone of the earth where land and water, air interact with each other to support life. So student, we will know this biosphere in detail in our next video. Till then, stay happy.